So I hope it's on there. I hope she wasn't just teasing me.
What was your favorite scene involving Moxie?
My favorite scene, oh my gosh, you guys, every episode was crazier than the last one. As soon as you would record one, I would think it's not going to get any funnier than this. And it would. But you know what? I'm a real sucker for, like, emotional stuff. Even in Full Metal, my favorite scenes in Full Metal were the scenes with the brothers, you know, those quiet, you know what I mean? I love those things. Maybe that's just the actor in me. I love those kind of things. So in the last few episodes, when, like, you find out a little bit more about Tamaki's background, and then the episode with he and Kyoya, I don't even need to say anymore, do I? You see exactly what I'm talking about. I loved it. And there was even one where Tamaki says so matter-of-factly, he's like, where Kyoya says something about, oh, you know, shut up, you don't even know what you're talking about, besides, you know, you're going to inherit your family's fortune and stuff. And Tamaki goes, well, my grandmother hates me, so I don't really know, you know what I mean? And he says his grandmother hates him so matter-of-factly, and it's like he just has accepted that that some of his own family members hate him. And I mean, that kind of stuff, I love those. And you know, the Japanese that make these shows are so brilliant. They did it with Full Metal, and you know what it was? They make things funny, and your defense is lower. And then boom, they hit you with this deep emotional stuff, and you're like, I love it. I love it. Okay, yes.
Okay. I remember that Air became a game in America, but originally it had hentai themes. Did you know about that beforehand?
This is the first time I've ever heard that. Sorry, and hopefully the last. Yes.
Did you do the line where Taki does the left dance?
I don't even remember much of it. I just know, you mean like the actual dance?
Do the dance!
I don't know the dance. Really don't. Do you know the dance? I'll bet you do. I just know that I know that he says something like, oh, what did he? Yeah, how's it go? Look, lucky, I'm so lucky, guys. Yeah. Lucky. This is my lucky day. All right.
Calling you an anime mom.
We love anime parents, don't we? Thank you.
I would like to know what your parents or your family did growing up, or as you were entering your career, that got you where you are, or that hindered you.
Beat me senseless. No, you know what? My mom was very encouraging. You know what? One of the reasons that I love these kind of things is because I really feel like I know who you are. Now, let me explain that for a minute. What do you mean? When I was young, I was a huge sci-fi fan. Star Trek especially. I mean, you guys, I would sit around in the afternoons. I'd come home from school, and I would sit in front of my little, like, 15-inch black and white television, and I would watch Star Trek every day at 5 o'clock. And I would make communicators and phasers and tricorders, and my mom taught me to sew, and I made my own uniforms, and I would go to Star Trek conventions in full outfit. I mean, dressed to the, you know, I mean, full costume, full uniform. And I understand that that kind of excitement and enthusiasm about something that you have a passion for. And then after Star Trek, it was Star Wars. And I mean, I would take, you know how anal I am? I would take a notepad to a showing of Star Wars. My mom would drop me and my friend Wayne off at the theater at noon, and we would sit there for 4 showings, one right after the other, all day, and watch Star Wars 4 times in a row. And I would take a notepad, and I would watch Luke run around the screen, and I would try my best to figure out what his lightsaber looked like, hanging on his belt. and I would draw pictures of it, and then I would try to build one at home. I mean, I loved it. I loved it, you guys. And even now, still, I mean, as recently as a few years ago, I'm sorry to admit, to some friends in the audience, I dressed in full Jedi robes and grew a beard and did the whole thing. So I say that to say this. I know you guys. I understand your passion for what you love, whether it's anime or drawing, or singing, or playing an instrument, or making costumes. I understand that fire that you have. And you know what? A good parent is going to encourage that. Because you know what? You may not always be into anime, but you're always going to have a passion for something. And as soon as that passion is squelched, as soon as somebody tells you, stop expressing your passion, your life is going to start to suck. It will. As soon as you lose that fire. And you know, I love to see parents at conventions with their kids. I love it. Because I want them to, give them a hand. Give these parents a hand. So now you know what's going to happen. Everyone's going to